Back everyone to another video, and in this video I'm going to show you a property that was proposed to my community member by a buyer's agent and explain exactly why you shouldn't look at buying this property. Now the property in question is one in Dubbo, and for those of you who know or watch my YouTube channel consistently, you know I'm a big fan of Dubbo as a region, but that doesn't necessarily make every property purchase a good buy, and hence you really need to watch till the end of the video to fully understand the reasons why I don't like this property and it's not something I would necessarily choose. And before I go on, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and purchase my property course called the Property Blueprint, guys. It's $349. It has absolute value with close to 8 modules, over 60 plus videos and hours of content for you guys to learn, read and understand, and you get 1 month free access into the private community, which is worth at $40 a month. So you're essentially paying around $300 for the property course and information which you have lifetime access to. I go through the property fundamentals, suburb evaluation, property acquisition, negotiation tactics and more. It's a jam-packed education curriculum you guys to understand, and I want you guys to get the best information because now is the best time to get educated so that when the property market does kick off even stronger post budget, you're ready to buy the right asset. And with that, let's get back into the video, guys. Now when we look at this asset, it looks like a very nice sort of brick-ish home. Interior looks perfectly fine, looks perfectly rentable, the bathrooms look good, the flooring looks nice, and there is nothing fundamentally critically wrong with this property. Now there is a bit of a large tree in the backyard, but that doesn't look like it's an invasive tree or it's a tree with overhanging branches, so that's completely fine. Now when we do look at the floor plan, now we can see that it's a very basic floor plan, which isn't ideal, so you definitely want to be confirming bedroom sizes with the agent or the homeowner. You also want to be confirming whether the bedrooms have wardrobes in them, because that is a very critical factor when looking at bedrooms. You can see the dining and kitchen are sort of blended in, and the lounge space has its own area. So overall, it's not a bad home when you look at it, but the floor plan is absolutely, drawn by a 4-year-old if you ask me. And overall, it has very great presentation. Now, the first sort of orange to red flag I have with a property like this is the fact that it's sale by homeowner.com.au. So now this BA has obviously seen this listing on realestate.com and just sent it straight to the community member as an option to consider. Now, there's a reason I don't like sale by homeowner, and that's generally because those owners don't know the selling process. They don't know the contracts involved. They don't know the actual due diligence process involved, and they usually have higher expectations than what the market really offers. Now, of course, because Dubbo is a hot market, the owner might have thought they could take advantage of the situation, which they certainly have, because this sold for $710,000, but I'll get to that a bit later. But the first orange flag to me as a purchaser is sale by homeowner. Now, I personally haven't had great experiences with it. I know some people have, but for me, if it's sale by homeowner, I don't bother. I rather deal with a proper agent who knows what they are doing, because my time is money, so I don't waste my time. Now, when we look at the street map of this property, some of you may have already spotted the massive red flag I have with this asset. Now, if you can't tell by the video, if you look at it, you can actually see that there is a railway line directly opposite the property, and it's only about 50 meters away or so, which for me is an absolute huge red flag. I do not like buying properties directly opposite railway lines. Even if it was this property down here, I would still really reconsider it because it's only 100 meters, but the property in question is only 40 meters away from the railway line, and that to me is a straight red flag. That brings additional noise pollution, air pollution, safety issues, construction, repair work, trucks, vehicles, etc. through this area, which I do not like. Now, in regional locations, to be fair, some of these trains are not on a daily basis, like in Metro Sydney, for example. They could be seasonal trains or worker trains that only operate once or twice a day, which is definitely better. But to me, I don't care if it's only once a day, twice a day. I don't buy properties next to railway lines. It can lead to valuation issues. It can lead to property tenant issues. It could lead to less appeal for future homeowners, especially in a pool market. It could attract less tenants and not get the best rental return. And that to me is a red flag. Now, oftentimes as well, when you find a railway line, it is bordering across a major busy road. And as you can see, this road extends all the way through one of the main entries into Dubbo, all the way into commercial warehousing areas, which isn't ideal. So that could lead to heavier vehicle noise, heavy truck noise, etc. And you can also see there is a bus route through this property with bus stops along the way, which means there's definitely heavy vehicle noise. Once again, is not ideal. And then when you look at the street view of this property, you can see that, it's not a terrible road, but you can see that opposite is the railway line. This is a lane on each side, and you can definitely tell that there will be buses, there will be heavy vehicle through this area, which isn't ideal from a tenant slash owner perspective. And this is one of the roads where people drive fast down on. It's not safe for kids, it's not safe for families, it's just not as ideal in my opinion. And that would immediately rule out this property for me. And yet this buyer's agent proposed it to my community member, and I'm just thinking to myself, why would you do something like that? It is absolutely ridiculous to offer a property like this. And this is why I'm making this video, because I just got really pissed off. And look, the presentation of the home is very, very nice. Please don't get me wrong in that sense. It looks like a very, very nice home. But when you look at the key factors of property selection, buy next to railway lines, highways, where there's opportunity for on heavy vehicle noise, that is an immediate red flag for me. We do not consider those properties. And look, some of you may ask me, well, the property still goes up in value over time, and it doesn't necessarily stop growing for that reason. And you're absolutely right when you say that. But to me, as a person looking to buy properties, there are critical factors I look at. Things like highways, things like railway lines. They will attract less buyers in the future, especially in cool market. They will attract not as good quality tenants because it's next to heavy vehicle noise, and therefore we don't consider them even if the property grows in proportion to suburb value. Not only that, by the way, this was sold on 2nd of Feb 2026 for $710,000. Now, for some reason it says 4th of March on realestate.com and 2nd of Feb on property.com. It might just be a glitch or an issue. The issue is this is only a 3x1, right? And we don't have the floor sizes of the bedrooms to confirm how big those are. And there isn't like a second living. So for $710,000, this is a very, very expensive property next to a railway line. Now, when we look at the properties that were sold on realestate.com, you can see that a 3x2 on 1,000 square meters of land in 4th of June 2026 sold $680,000. Now, this one does have a pool, and I know for a fact that this one is on the west side of Dubbo, which is a less desirable pocket, so maybe that's why it sold a little bit cheaper. But still, 1,000 square meters, 3x2, mind you, sold for $680,000. Let's go back. And when you start to scroll down, a 3x2, once again, a nicer home, only 450 square meters, sold for $723,000. But it's a 3x2. Go down again. 25th of May, 2026, 3x2, 800 square meters of land, 680, older interior, but still pretty good. You scroll down again, 19th of May, 3x2, 565. This is a duplex, so let's not consider it duplex again. 670 for a 3x1. Once again, older but weatherboard style home, but still acceptable. 3x1, 11th of May, 657, 500 square meters. Now, if you don't understand the point I'm trying to make, is that whoever bought this property back in March or maybe even Feb for $710,000 hasn't made any money. It's overpriced, overvalued, and oversold. And so if the BA sold this to my community member, they would have made no money. They might have made some paper valuation money based off of online valuation, but when you look at this property, it doesn't look like it's made any money. In fact, when you look at this property, I just did a quick, CommBank property estimate search. You can see the CommBank estimate comes at $619,000, which is absolutely ridiculous. That might be an incorrect valuation by CommBank. I'm not too sure, but there's a case point example of, this person who purchased this property might have lost some money. So keep that in mind, guys. But this BA really tried to screw over my community member, and I just wanted to shout that out and make a video about it, and really tell you guys to be careful, and please, please, please look at what you're buying. Please consider it. Please double check it. There are easy red flags to spot that any half decent buyer's agent shouldn't be proposing to you. There could be multiple reasons why they propose it to this person, but I don't know those reasons. But a railway line, absolute red flag. Overpriced home, not the right way to go about it, guys. And if you want to avoid making silly mistakes like this, I have a whole advanced property acquisition module within my wider course that goes into how to choose the right properties, guys. And you don't want to be making those same mistakes. And if you guys don't want to join the course, jump into the private community. We have over 250 members helping each other out on a daily basis. And you can ask me to review properties like this so that you don't make the same mistake. That is why I'm here to help, guys. You can cross-reference properties with me. You can cross-reference suburbs with me, and I can help you make the right decision. So if you have any questions, jump in the private community, get the property course, and get the help you need, guys. Till next time, thank you very much for watching my video.